Yo, 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 good morning. Welcome to the Total Niceness show. Coming live and direct from the Baltic Studios, Svara headquarters. The sun is shining. We've got a very, very special guest today. He just flew in on helicopter via the M62. It's Mr. Mike Woods. He's here to talk about all things legends, the world, Warrington, and everything in between. So, enjoy, folks. Check this next track out. This is a track by System called Find It In Your Eyes. Total Niceness.
Always looking, searching for that door, feeling, always hoping.
Phone lines are open for shout outs. The usual number 07477 068376. You can tell this is a serious show today. I've got a notepad and pen, but there's no notes in it.
Will I go home empty-handed? Will I see it in your smile, or do I always end up stranded? Do I go on getting
That was a track by System, producer called Bob Lamb, Little Underground, made in 1983, believe it or not. It's hard to think that was made in 1983, way ahead of his time. Made an album called Logic, faded into obscurity. Check this next track out, this is Ideator Edwards with a sweeter mix. Bobby Thorpe in the house, behind the groove, big shout out. This is Sharon Red with Never Gonna Give You Up, slice of 1983 Boogie Wonderness, absolute beautiful.
Your touch just thrills me, and your loving cures
Shout out to all the usual suspects who are tuning in. Pete Croker down in Hackney, Stephen Goldenbags Fisher, Lee Hill maybe, I don't know if he's in. Check this next track out, this is Atmosphere with Extra Special. Don't forget we got Mike Woods warming up in the studio. He's doing press ups as we speak, getting raring to go. He's not really, he's just having a coffee. The sun's coming out. Shout out to Nolan Watkinson, Christina and Rowan. Don't forget the phone lines are open. 07477 068 376. A couple more from me, then we're going to have Mr. Mike Woods gracing these turntables. Shout out to Carlos, listening there in sunny Warrington. Big shout. Shout out to Damien O'Brien and Claire and Luca. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We do have Lee Hill in the house. He's with us. Shout out, kid. This is another slice of 1983 Boogie Wonderness. Thanks to Pete Croker for this one. I think it was one of his mixes from a while ago. 5 O'Clock Shadow or something. It's Kim, Gimme the Dance. Couple more records. We got Mike Woods ready to go.
Give me the dance.
something to work with, I say. Well, I put some money into fear, so you have something to work with, I say. We want some money, so we can do economically well. We want some money, so we can do economically well. You get rid of video computer, okay? So you can take
Mike Woods on the way.
time to say. You give me video computer, okay? So you can take back the nickels and dimes, you see. We want some money, so we can do economically well. We want some money, so we can do economically well. Money, 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 money. Organizing all kind. With respect to all kind. Organizing all kind. With respect to all kind. Organizing all kind.
Shout out to Sparky and Les, listening in the Crosby Riviera.
With respect to all kind.
Yes, that was 360 Degrees with We Want Some Money. Now, without further ado, we welcome him to the studio today, Mr. Mike Woods.
Hello.
Hello, Michael, how you doing?
Good, thank you. Thank you for the invite.
No problem, mate. Thanks for coming down. It's a real honour and a pleasure. Slight bit nervous, you know what I mean? But we'll work through
We
it.
both are, because I'm usually hiding behind the decks. I'm not particularly one for talking too much about the music, but you've twisted my arm. I'm here. We'll muddle through.
Well, I'll do more than muddle. I think we'll glide.
We'll muddle through.
I think we're going to glide, mate. Yeah, we're going to touch on where it all started, where it went, the scene, the political...
Do you want to start with the slower stuff from Legends, I would think, because it was a bit more individual for that time.
Yeah, definitely. We touched on that. We want to get the emotion out.
Because atmosphere, emotion in these records of old school stuff. You'd think of old school house, but then we played this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
We're talking this. Excuse me, 1 second. Brother Beyond, which was a boy band basically, but then we've got a Red Zone Red Zone mix, which was New York, David Morales.
Right.
House, but then we're talking 96 BPM.
So this would have been played like early doors at Legends.
These are as people are coming in. So if you imagine, you've been waiting all week, they come.
Saving up your dinner money all week.
Well, yeah. You come in and you're going to have the time of your life with mates that you're just meeting.
Yeah.
And so these kind of records are filled with that emotion of...
That's what we want, man. We want the emotion.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about, as we touched on the other day.
I think we should
without further ado,
kick in with it, don't you?
okay, so what's this track?
This is Brother Beyond, but it's basically David Morales' Death Mix, Red Zone. Played loads of his stuff. Production, fantastic, New York. Let's have it.
Let's have it. Stay tuned, folks. This is the Total Niceness Show. A very special guest with us today, Mr. Mike Woods. Niceness. What was that again, Mike?
That was Brother Beyond, the girl I used to know, but it was basically David Morales. But you've got a New York production there at 90 odd BPM, you know, and it was what I was explaining to you then was learning then to move up the gears.
Yeah.
That was learning at that point because you know we started to DJ. I didn't really want to be a DJ. I was just a music buyer. Fell into it basically because I had the records. So that's the point of you learning your craft of moving through the gears. So that would have probably started with something like that.
So people are walking in the doors at Legends
Walking
now
in
with
the
these
doors
tunes,
and now,
in anticipation, waiting for the night of their lives.
I'm trying to move through the gears, or we are, because obviously Richard at first, and then Darren, and so moving. It's important. I think it's missing now with DJs because
they only get an hour set, don't they?
Set. If I go on and someone tells me to play an hour, what am I going to do in an hour? And then it's basically peak night. I had the luxury of learning and having the whole night between two of you to learn a craft.
Definitely.
You know, you're using this as an instrument. I'm just the medium. Buying the records, playing them, and moving up the gears. So from there, from New York to Italy, and even though this is actually slower, it's probably about 92 BPM. It's just got a slightly upper
just
groove.
upper gear, yeah.
Upper gear, upper groove, which I'm just touching. So I just wanted to touch on that because I think it's important. I think it's lacking a lot in
the scene these
sets.
days. Well, life's so instant these days, isn't it? Everyone just wants instantly click their fingers and it's available.
Yeah, I think the DJing is more about the person than the music now as well.
Rightly so.
People
DJ's
want to
more
be
about Instagram.
earning X amount of cash. It's an easy way of, I can make money and I can, get friends like, these, but the music is the star, not the DJ. He's just the medium of playing them. Obviously, you've got to find the tracks and put them together. But I just wanted to put that across because it was something different.
Well, it's very eloquently put, Michael.
It was something different. So
what we got now?
We've got Kim Moore Wind, which is just an Italian import. Again, it's just got that emotion of that early part of the night. Let's hear it anyway.
Let's hear it. This is the Total Niceness Show. Mike Woods in the house. Shout out to Abby and Freddie listening in New York. Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the Total Niceness Show. We've got Mike Woods here today taking over, taking you through till 1 o'clock. Stay tuned, folks.
Next track is Madonna, Justify My Love. I mean, if you listen to this with your headphones on, the production is just fantastic. Again, 100 BPM, again, just moving through the gears, but what a track. Let's play it.
I think Carlos will be happy with this one. You still got the poster on your bedroom wall.
I want to kiss you in Paris. I want to hold your hand in Rome. I want to run naked in a rainstorm. Make love in a train, cross country. You put this on me. So now what? So now what? Wanting, needing, waiting for you to justify my love. Hoping, praying for you to justify my love. I wanna know you. Not like that. I don't wanna be your mother. I don't wanna be your sister.
Shout out to Mark and Luca. Sefton Vibe, Sefton Park in the area.
I wanna be your baby. Kiss me. That's right. Kiss me. Wanting, needing, waiting for you to justify my love. Yearning, burning you to justify my love. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Talk to me. Tell me your dreams. Am I in them? Tell me your fears. Are you scared? Tell me your stories. I'm not afraid of who you are. We can fly. Poor is the man whose pleasures depend on the permission of another. Love me. That's right. Love me. I want to be a baby. Yeah. Wanting. Needing. Waiting for you to justify my love. I'm open and ready for you to justify my love. To justify my love. Wanting to justify. Waiting to justify my love. Praying to justify. To justify my love. I'm open to justify love.
Yes, that was Madonna with Justify My Love. So Mike, you've been painting a picture for us of like early doors legends with the music that's been going on. There's a few questions I'd like to ask, kind of where it all actually began for you, because when I hear about an artist, and you are an artist really, you're a top DJ, but what were the formative years when you were like 13, 14? What was you digging then?
Yeah.
What year would you have been 14?
84.
Maths question. 84?
Yeah. But, Too Much Too Young came on the radio specials the other day.
Yeah.
And so I looked at the date and I thought 1980, probably 11, that kind of. But my sister was 6 years older. She was going out in the lad with a scooter. Quadrophenia was out, 79.
Right.
The scooter club met at the top of my street. So also they came in town, and as a young, my mum had a stall in the market. So I was always buzzing around the market, and they'd meet outside and they'd put the scooters outside. I was fascinated with that culture of scooters, even though I couldn't
So you got
watch
a lot of soul going on, Motown.
the album was there because my sister had the album.
Yeah.
My mum and dad would play Motown. Carpenters, they were big into the Carpenters. Karen Carpenter, still to this day.
Fantastic, mate.
Karen Carpenter.
Emotion, it's that emotion again,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's where the soul and I mean, we can get into the Carlton and as 17-year-old going in and the soul side of it, but also the rock side of it. I was listening to rock as well, Pink Floyd.
The Who.
Yeah, all that. Like I just pulled out the things for me albums because the album for me 1990 when Legends was the Mind Bomb. Infected had a big influence when the Tube. I was thinking about that because we've been talking the Tube, Jules Holland.
The TV show.
Yeah, and the premiere of Infected, the video, had an effect on me. Just things that have an effect, and that music video.
I think
Talking Heads, and that's why
Talking Heads, yeah.
David Byrne is a massive. He's a genius.
Yeah, I think that's lacking today, isn't it? There's no
same label actually, Madonna on that. Yeah.
There's no TV show for kids these days. I think mine was The Word.
Well, you've got everything now. You've got everything at YouTube, or you can watch anything. The Word. Remember that? It's a lad we knew that went on to form a very famous band.
Right.
When we was at the Hacienda. Well, you just met my wife, haven't you?
Yeah, we'll talk
she
about
told
that. Yeah,
you,
we'll touch on that. Yeah.
Yeah. And we spotted him on that. And I said, "There's Noel." Right.
Yeah, there's Noel, and it was Oasis and the start of that. I met Noel in the Hacienda way before. He used to knock about with us, and went on to do that. Interesting times. Wife cut Barney's hair. You've just said she was working at Vidal Sassoon. There's all this influence and different that
So that was coming
into
through
that.
for you.
But Richard Garvin, obviously we've got Darren, who was a young man. He's into the hip hop breaks. He would break your mixer because he just loves pushing. But Richard, when I started with Richard, he was the one he was going to London. He was doing his politics in Leeds, I think it was. 2 different backgrounds. I'm a Scally. He's a student-y kind of guy. You know what I mean? We shouldn't have, but we did because the love of music and the Hacienda. And basically he was going and Rampling, Hume, that kind of thing. And so that was a little bit of an influence on how we took it further by just doing all the slower music and building it up and learning the craft of DJing. So another track. Italy was playing a big part. The stuff that was coming over from Italy.
So like Baldelli.
Well, no, it was. Yeah, sorry, but I was thinking of more the older stuff. But some of these productions was where are these noises and sounds coming from?
Yeah.
Mad things from Italy. This is more relaxed again. It's 100 BPM, that kind of. We're still into that slow stuff because I think mainly I have brought that because we talked about atmosphere and emotion.
Definitely.
And creating an atmosphere with your record. And again, another slow one. So let's play. This is Orchestra JB and it's Free Spirit.
Let me tell you something. I got something here that you don't ever want to turn down.
That was Orchestra JB and Free Spirits. We're just saying that this time you still got that love vibe of, the doves, should we say, the dove from above. So you've got that. There's a that element, isn't there? That summer of love still going on. I mean, for me, it was 89, but
Right, so we're talking
1991. I'm playing these. I've only brought really stuff from the slower stuff. I mean, some of the older stuff, the up tempo, played everywhere. This sort of stuff is not. It's more legend sound.
Well, this is what we wanted.
Yeah, this is the legend sound. So I thought I'd touch more on that because you said bring your top 10. It's not my top 10 would change all the time, and I when I do revisit it, it brings back all these good memories. And so I want to play something that's kind of a bit of a flamenco guitar, Italian again. I'll show you the cover. La Banderita Mediterranea. A Richard track, this one. A few of them are, because Richard was a big part early on with some of these slower, again going down to London. They were playing there because I thought they were doing this, but he said no, they don't. You'd only play a few Balearic tracks. It wasn't like building the night up with the slower. This is a Legends thing.
So when you say
Justin Robertson as well, Most Excellent, which I never went to, but he's another one that was sort of in that vibe, 1 foot down south. Because it was, if you think of the Hacienda, it's 4 to the floor. Although you would play, I think they've written Picking and Part remixed Imagination, so they would maybe drop down sometimes. Carly Simon, why? But basically, this starting and moving up the gears, creating that atmosphere with this emotional kind of music, is a Legends thing. So if we don't do an old school, we do a Legends reunion. Yeah. It's just that. It sold out in, when we had Rampling. I spoke with Danny. It was someone me and Darren liked. We got tapes from the Milk Bar. Obviously, he'd done Shoom, but the Milk Bar, I loved his vibe, what he was playing at the Milk, tiny little club in London. And so I spoke with Danny, and we eventually got him up there and sold out in under 24 hours. And what a night! Great.
Was
night.
this a recent night?
This was recently because we very rarely do it. It's like it's a chore, honestly. You think, I've got to get all these. It's we both look at each other, but when we do it, we both like the memories come back, and you enjoy it to a certain degree.
So that's you and Noggy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, me and him. Because Richard's off down London. I've not seen Richard for a while. He has, but we have done things when I was in Australia. I lived in Melbourne, by the way. At that point, I came home and did a reunion with, I think, Richard then as well. It was, the three of us. Richard didn't even have decks.
Right. Do
you know what I mean? He didn't have decks, so he'd come round to mine, but other than that, he'd just wing it, So it was more us learning what we were doing and putting them together. So, but Punters didn't mind. It was, they were just enjoying this vibe, and we were all just loved up. So let's have La Banderita Mediterranean.
was Banderita, La Mediterranea.
That was beautiful, Mike.
It's a great tune.
Yeah, it's a
isn't
new
it?
one on me.
Again, we've moved up the gears there. That's probably about 106. So we're starting to step up a little bit. And again, this one, T99, when I did their records, it was more like a hardcore sort of stuff. So I don't know where this track, why they made this one, but thank God they did. T99, Invisible Sensuality. Massive, massive Legends track. Enjoy.
Stay tuned, folks. This is the Total Niceness Show. We've got Mike Woods in the house. Phone lines are open 07477 068 376 for your shout outs.
Check this out. Check this out.
Weekend Scramblers vibing off this. You got the gin out yet, Lee? Wow, wow, wow. I think that's my new favourite record, Mike.
Yeah, T99. Go and
Absolutely
check their
stunning.
other tracks and see the difference.
Stunning, mate. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, brilliant track. Big Legends tune. We're up in the speed a little bit. We're moving through the gears. Again, that's what was different about Legends. You should be able to warm the night up. We had the luxury of having the whole night to ourselves to play, to learn, and that's what the DJs, from the States were doing. They were, if you think of Junior Vasquez, people like that, they would do it. It was theirs, so they were able to experiment and Paradise Garage, all these kind of places. I'm sure there's people still doing it now, somewhere
in a dark, faraway land.
Yeah,
probably in a basement in London or Manchester. Not a lot in Liverpool.
Yeah, exactly.
As my mate said to me, all Scousers are wolves with a music taste. You had a bad experience last Sunday with DJing, but we won't go into that. But they were graced with a 5-hour set, and just the feedback was shocking. But that's the way it goes.
Well, when you play different stuff, sometimes, you can get that, can't you? People coming over.
Yeah. Got any Jamiroquai?
Yeah. Or Taylor
Dizzy
Swift.
Rascal?
Yeah.
Anyway,
But you got to stick to your guns.
stick to your guns, mate. Stay true.
Yeah.
What we got coming up, Mike?
Well, we've got Guerrilla Records, William Orbit's label, and then we've got Underworld on the mix.
Okay.
Now you know Underworld, they're pumping. We've just been talking about Darren Emerson and their tracks, but then they've done this again, probably 106, 108, something like that. Underworld from William Orbit. Let me just show you the cover.
Oh yeah, forget this is on film, guys.
Yeah, Water from a Vine Leaf. From Strange Cargo, William Orbit's label. Guerrilla Records, very important British label, like Boyzone, which I'll go into as well. But let's play this, Underworld's remix of William Orbit, Water from a Vine Leaf.
Nice one. Hendrix is out.
start swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming, and you never stop swimming until you reach the ocean. And you're swimming into the sunset without me. And I found myself suddenly waking up. And there are 4 young girls giving me water from a vine leaf, just dropping it onto my tongue.
Yeah, me too, Mark. I know the feeling. Mike Critchley in the house, new listener. Sonny Lee, Lancashire lad. Wow, that was Underworld, and I can't actually believe it's Underworld.
With Beth Orton on
Beth
the
Orton, wow.
vocals, and William Orbit. Well, enough said, isn't there, with those artists?
Yeah, so what I wanted to touch upon as well was like a kind of integral and, I suppose, well, very important part of this story. So where he was actually buying the tunes, you know, pre-Legends here, I'd like to know. So let's like 85, 86, where was you going in buying your...
Hot Wax. Basically, I'd go to the Carlton. I was very young.
Kev Edwards.
17, yeah, me and a guy called Paul and Obo. There was 3 of us basically who were going into that sort of side. Yeah. You know, we'd go out to on a Saturday night, your normal sort of disco. There wasn't anything But then I found out about the Carlton, went in there, and just loved soul, you know. But that was my first taste of more underground.
Yeah.
I'd see Millie Scott, Loose Ends, Kenny Stevens. Various artists. I've seen many play there. I mean,
What,
Loose
actually play
Ends.
there?
Oh God, yeah, Loose Ends. Promoted Stay a Little While Child. I remember them doing that when they were promoting
Wow.
that single.
And who was booking them? Who was booking?
Kev Edwards, he had Hot Wax, which was then in Earlstown, and obviously Barry, I didn't know Barry at that point, but Barry was part of that, especially when they moved to Warrington, which is still good friends now. So basically, I'd go on the train. Well, in the Carlton, when you went in, on the table, he would have a chart of what
Right.
was coming in and playing. Being an entrepreneur he was, Kev, the interesting fellow was Kev, funny. And
Say
so
no
we'd
more.
leave that, yeah, and you'd basically hear those tracks and think, right, well, I know what that is. I'd jump on the train and go to Earlstown, and what I could buy, I'd pick up some 12s albums, whatever Kev had, had in the store. And this track, I obviously bought it at that time. From there, and still to this day, it is absolutely wonderful track. Unfortunate name, Willie Colon, I think. But Set Fire to Me. I shared it on my Instagram recently, and a few people was, what's that track? And this is it. This from '86, so showing my age.
It was a golden era on that
38
time.
years ago I purchased this record.
I was 6.
It was, well, there you go.
I just missed out on it.
I was a young man, but yeah, this is my first taste of more underground stuff instead of your charty stuff on a Saturday night. And yeah, Hot Wax Records. Big shout out to Kev and Barry.
Yeah, big Hot Wax.
Yeah.
Well, it's played a big part in this story, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's the Total Niceness show. We've got about half an hour to go, folks. Keep the shout outs coming in. Lots of people texting in, enjoying the show today. Thank you. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Sparky's on it, Set Fire.
Built the way you walk, like a movie star. You're the hottest thing I've ever seen. You're the one I need. Take control of me. Don't hold back, baby, not tonight. Love the way you kiss, like an arsonist. I don't care if I insist. close and hold me tight. We will burn away the night. I see sparks each time we meet, bodies glowing with the heat. Love it when you say to me, I supply your every need.
Yes, yes, yes. That was just absolutely fantastic. A lot of love coming in for that one, Mike.
Yeah, well, when I heard people who these days on about, do you play the dub or do you play the vocal? I think the vocal all the way there.
Like you said, he didn't want to turn it off. He just...
No, it's very difficult to turn something like that off.
What we got
So we
coming
didn't.
up. So we didn't.
No, we'll go back to Legends. We'll go back to probably one of the biggest tracks from Boca Juniors, which was the Boys Own Boys, Weatherall, Farley.
So
And this is Ray's, which has got everything about Legends in it.
a little Legends question, right? So when did you first realise? So you were about 21 at the time. You're 21
around
kid
about
from
that.
Warrington.
Yeah.
Acid House is kicking off.
Yep.
You know, it's all up and down the country. When did you think, like, we're onto something here and the doors are, you know, you said there's 1,400 people coming in Legends?
Yeah, well,
Wow.
within weeks of... So I was doing little parties, the Carlton, funnily enough, ended up doing that, and there was one behind McDonald's, which was Underground Traces.
Remember
you know,
that,
the
yeah.
old names.
I'll eat on the door.
Yeah, and I'd do, you know, like a Wednesday night or something, put that in the... It was 100 odd people on a Wednesday night, all dancing. So I went to Legends. I think Richard was doing something. It was more... It wasn't quite, you know, what it was to become.
Yeah.
I come and turn up, right, I'll get you another 100 in, you know, to Sean. Okay, give it a go. And we did. We just, from there, me and Richard formed a partnership. And week by week, another 100, before you knew it. Between 1,300 and 1,500 around that, it's Sean people in, dancing on every little bit of platform.
So you're buzzing your head off at this point?
Oh, yeah. But I like to... A DJ was in the corner out the way. I mean, we were centre in there, but left to do your own devices.
Yeah.
You know, we was there right in the middle of it. But the music's the star, not the DJ, which, unfortunately, yeah, there's a lot of hero worship of the DJ and not the music. So I hope that comes across in this. What we're playing was a little bit different, taking little bits from here and there, from your influences. Hacienda, you know, I was a big Hacienda guy, 88, walking in there, massive. And then my first gig was the Thunderdome, which was
What was that bit I've heard about? It was a bit of a naughty gaffer.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that time, it shut at 2 o'clock, the Hacienda. You went out of the Hacienda. There was no one really on the streets. It was quite derelict, warehouses, looking for parties. Dodgy, could be dodgy. But, you know, everybody was just loved up and then trying to, you know... The police were clamping down because people were going in. The whole Blackburn thing. But at that time, and then I had buying records. Steve Williams was another influence outside of the Hacienda. He would DJ at the Hacienda. Laurent Garnier was his warm-up, basically, at Frenzy in Blackpool, which was a Thursday night. So we'd go down there on a Thursday night. And so I was dodging work, basically, and trying, you know, just enjoying the whole party thing. So my wife being a stylist at Vidal Sassoon, people like Bernard Sumner, and she was cutting people's hair like that. And Steve was a student in Manchester.
Steve
Williams was a student in Manchester. And that's how I got to know Steve. I don't know if you know any. The Kitchen, Hume. There's another one. The whole flats in Hume, Moss Side. People would kick the doors in because it was more or less derelict. Kick the door in, put a padlock on, and you've got yourself a flat.
Yeah.
That's what Steve did. But Steve was doing design, so you had the whole Hacienda. So when I actually ended up working with Steve at Legends on a Wednesday, I think it was, you can see the flyer with the hands in the ears.
Right.
You know, from the Hacienda, from Savile, not Jimmy. And so we had this design, and so he was an influence. That where we'd put something on in between to change a record that created that atmosphere. But he told me it came from Chad Jackson, who I ended up meeting. Just happened to be sat next to him after having a night with Greg Wilson. And he said, Chad was blah, blah, blah. He's Chad Jackson. So we ended up having a chat all night with Chad.
So do you think, you said it was pretty much an overnight success after a couple of weeks. So painting a picture, we're in Thatcher's Britain here, aren't we? Or just come out of it?
Yeah.
So a lot of grimness.
Yeah,
was it hope for the youth?
Massive.
Something new to grasp onto.
Grasp onto. It was, you had the Summer of Love of 67, 68, all that kind of. Then you had the punk, and then you had this.
I think it was the last youth movement.
The last, the 90s, it did change after. The 90s was a great period for the Britpop and all that, and everything that went with it, that youth culture that came out of that, because, people DJing and finding music and reissuing tracks, and people digging in corners to find different tracks. That's when the whole edits come out later on. That's another thing. I've got some of the early edits.
Well,
always looking for different music.
But I think as a whole, this, like the Acid House era, was definitely the last bit.
Yeah, even though we've not, because Chicago and that sound, they're my heroes over there in Chicago. Those DJs. And then when I found out about Ron Hardy and I heard his music, I know we talk about Frankie Knuckles, but my God, Ron Hardy.
Yeah.
But as soon as I heard that, I thought, that's exactly my sound, what I want.
Yeah.
It could be hard, it could be jacking, then it could be slow. Heart Attack Hardy, because he was pumping that track.
All that emotion as well.
Exactly.
Machine soul.
Exactly, yeah. He'd play all sorts of stuff as well as the disco, and that's where this comes from, the disco-y sort of stuff. I love my disco as well. That's another show, whatever.
Yeah.
But just love of music, and hopefully it comes across while you're playing. Yeah, we're playing different. But let's go. Boca Juniors, another big label.
So we're back in Legends now.
We're back in
about
Legends.
11 p.m.
Yeah, we've stepped up.
People are getting loose.
Yeah, yeah, and it's full now. By 11, you're pretty much at near capacity.
Yeah.
And so you're then pumping up, and you might have those piano tracks that come in. This massive track. Boca Juniors, Raise.
Nice one. You're listening to the Total Niceness Show. We've got a very special guest in the house today. It's Mike Woods. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We've got about half an hour to go. We've still got some belters coming your way. But the sun's out wherever you are. It's coming out as we speak. So... Yes, absolute total niceness. I think this next record's going to please a lot of people, Mike. I've just seen what you got lined up. It's one of my favourites.
Another
From
big,
being a young
big
boy.
LA. Again, probably half 11. We're moving up the gears. Another boy's home, but it's come from Italy.
Yeah.
It's Paradiso.
Pump
Here
it
we
up.
go. Pump it up, house people. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, absolute magic, Mike. Still sounds timeless to this day. I think it's probably one of the first records I ever heard that. Coming out the back of a silver Ford Granada in 1990.
Yeah, fantastic record, Italian import, but I've never seen the import. Boys Home. Another major track. Major track, yeah, and this around about the same time. I think, again, Richard, this one. If Saturday's Angels.
Right.
I suppose it's more an indie track crossing over to the dance, which he did have at that time. Obviously, the Happy Mondays and the Roses and all that. Yeah, this was the London
The London version.
The version, yeah. I think it's Sean McCluskey, that kind of... I forget what the club was called. They had a club down there.
Heavenly Social, no?
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, because we're running out of time.
Yeah, sadly, we're running out of time.
We're running out of time, so we'll play this. Saturday's
I think we
Angels.
have time for one more, yeah?
Yeah?
Thanks for tuning in, folks. Nice one, Charlotte. Yeah, Mike confirms it was the Love Ranch. Oracle of land and knowledge there. Okay, sadly folks, we're coming close to the end of the show. We just had intruders come in the studio. Can you be quiet please, young man? There's a live radio broadcast going on here, don't you know? We've got Mike Woods in the house. Let's have a bit of hush. Okay, yeah. Listen, Mike, it's been great to have you down. There's a lot of good feedback, and what a show.
Thank you for having me. I've really enjoyed it. It's not usual my part, which is talking. It's just hiding behind turntables playing music.
Well, you're a good talker.
Oh, thank you very much.
You've definitely got a face for the radio. Like me.
Thank you.
Like me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we've decided that we're going to do a little part 2 of this.
Definitely.
Let's not make any plans, but it's going to be a part 2, but we don't know when. So
Yeah.
Watch this space, folks. And
Absolutely.
we've got an absolute beauty coming up, which
Yeah.
Mike was shocked that I knew, but I've got the record in my bag.
Yeah. Lucio Battisti, To Feel in Love. Just beautiful
Stunning,
to
mate.
finish. To finish to that vibe of atmosphere and emotion.
Did you play this at Legends?
No. This is just something that later on, and you're
Yeah.
always digging in every corner to find
Yeah, it's
something
one of my
different.
favourites.
And we're slowing it down. It's just a beautiful record.
Stunner.
So enjoy, and thank you for listening, watching, and thank you very much.
Yeah, nice one, folks. Yeah, this is my last ever show, so what a fitting end to it by playing one of my favourite ever records. So, thanks for listening, thanks for tuning in over the months. We're off to get some lunch at Lark Lane and soak in the sunshine. Have a great weekend, folks. What's going on with this mic?
It's life and living. You meet someone and you start breathing. A quietly stolen glance could be another chance. Don't listen if you fear, and go now that she's near. To feel in love is growing younger. You're not alone. No pain, no hunger. Don't hide what worries you. Be what you are and do. And for a time you may keep loneliness away. But now to really love someone, to give, to take, to share. It's as hard, you know, as flying in troubled air. Up, down, and blown around. The tears and pain that passed. That's how it had to be. To feel as one at last. Really one at last. Once all I need to live and hope each day. So very near, meet someone and you start breathing quietly stole